Hello, this is Jennifer Bowen, librarian at the Belleville campus at Southwestern Illinois College Library. Today I'm going to be showing you how to find peer-reviewed articles in our JSTOR database. To get to the library webpage, you can start by just going to swic.edu. You can hover over Student Services or Community, and you'll see Library in the drop-down list. Click on Library, and you'll land on this page right here. As you scroll down the page, you'll see that towards the middle, you're going to see a large blue rectangle. That's what we call our search widget. To find an article in our JSTOR database, just make sure that you're on the Articles tab. And before you type in a topic and click Go, you want to make sure that you move the dot from the research database EBSCO to the one called JSTOR. Remember that peer-reviewed articles are only located in EBSCO, where you have to check a box, JSTOR, where you don't have to check a box, and Opposing Viewpoints, where you'd want to look into the academic journals link. If we start by going into JSTOR, you can type in your topic. I'm going to do mental health, and click Go. I'm going to make this screen just a little bit bigger so you can see it. Once you get your results, just by typing in mental health, I can see there are 659,000 articles that are coming up on mental health. Now, articles that are included in this resource called JSTOR, which stands for Journal Storage, all are peer-reviewed before even being entered in. The one thing I want to caution you about, though, is the dates that are coming up right here. Sometimes they have things that go back to the late 1700s, early 1800s, and those things would not really apply to help with your assignment. So just make sure that you're looking at your dates when you're looking at articles in here. Now, to add some terms in here, if you wanted to narrow this down, there's a couple things you can do. If you wanted to do mental health and focus on a particular population, you could do mental health and, putting that word "and" in there, college students. And that would allow this database to look for articles that have the term mental health and have the term college students. You can press enter and see what your results list kind of narrows down to. We've reduced it greatly and we're now at 183,000. And if you wanted to kind of focus on a particular aspect, you might want to say, well, I know there's a lot of stigma that goes along with mental health. Do college students experience that? You can put in the word stigma. So kind of knowing what you want your focus to be, taking out the main words, and then putting the word "and" in between them helps the database know that you're looking for these particular words throughout the database. Now, one thing I like is that you'll see that the list comes up here in the center part, but sometimes I want to make sure that I have a sociology focus if I'm working on a sociology paper. So before I even get too excited about things that are coming up in the center, a lot of times I go over here on the left-hand side and I go to the subject area. And in the subject area, I can see that there are different subject areas and they have the total number of articles that are found in each particular area. You'll see at the bottom of that list, it says show 67 more, and they're listed alphabetically. So if I go down to the S's, I can kind of look for sociology, and there's going to be 1,500 articles that kind of are in that realm. So a lot of times I might start with that particular checkbox just to see what comes up and what that focus is in the sociology realm. I can see the filter is set right here, so I can take that away by checking the box. If I want to limit by years to make sure that I'm only getting things that are pretty relevant, I can do that. Sometimes it's really interesting to see the older ones. This first article is Causes of Mental Ill Health Among College Students, which looks like it might be a wonderful article. But again, this one is published in May of 1930. So one of the really interesting pieces about using JSTOR, which is very historic in nature, is knowing that the social issue that you're probably working on right now has been around for quite a long time. So just keep that in mind, that that's one of the most interesting things is looking at some of the older articles. It's sorting your list by relevance, so it's hitting the words here are coming up very popular, which is why it's in that way. I can do it by date order if I want to put the newest on top, or I can just come over here to the left, and if I want to say I want to do it from 2003 maybe to 2023, I can hit apply and I can just get those past few years and I can see those filters at the top. And then for any of these, if I wanted to look at them, all I needed to do is click download. I will accept. And then the article will appear. If I wanted to save it to my computer, I can hit the download button right here at the top on the little tiny toolbar in the ribbon. I can also use the print this file. Now JSTOR is not super friendly with emailing, so just keep that in mind that it does struggle a bit to email, so my recommendation would be either to download it and email it as an attachment to yourself or just download it to your computer. There is also a citation button on the right hand side, and then you can select the citation that you need to take with you and paste it wherever you like. So JSTOR is pretty basic, but it has a lot of history and a lot of good things that can help you. So just keep that in mind. It comes with the peer-reviewed. You're not going to see that label in here. It's actually just going to be a peer-reviewed database. You can focus on the journals here in the academic content area if you want to versus the book chapters. Because she's wanting you to find journals, but you will be able to tell if it's a chapter from a book or if it's a journal title. So I can see I have my journal titles here, sociology as my filter, my dates as my filter, and then I can look from here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or to Samantha Rogers to contact us. You'll see it back on the main page for the library. Our information is right here in the contact us link, and we're always super excited when you reach out for help. If you feel lost and you just want somebody to find you, we are the people who can do that for you. We love to help you with your research. So we hope to see you soon. Good luck.